Hi everybody, Lori here. I'm the founder of this group, Young Living Essential Oils Start Here. I'm also a silver leader with Young Living, and I blog at onemomindablog.com. We've had tons of activity in the group lately, which is super exciting. I hope you're all patient with us admins. Hi Lisa. As we slowly let people in and answer questions. I want to see my view. It says, watching your live video, swipe left to see your viewers. Sorry, I have not been doing this very often, so. Oh, okay. So I just want to make sure I'm able to see comments. Hi, Andrea. Okay, so there have been lots of questions in the group, and I thought I would come on and do an FAQ. So frequently asked questions, and just go over some of the questions that are frequently asked by all of you. Real quick, if you are new to the group, welcome. Make sure you're checking your messages. The admins are messaging you and welcoming you to the group, making sure that you have either a sponsor, if you'd like one, for Young Living. We are also just saying hello and welcoming you to the group. And if you have any questions and you want to speak with someone directly, the person that lets you into the group is a great contact. So check your messages. Also, make sure you check out the pinned post in the group. It is says welcome, real big, and it has a great audio class by Sarah Harnish on essential oils that is wonderful to listen to if you are just getting started using oils, or if you just got your Young Living starter kit. So make sure you check out that post. I also want to mention, if you have a question, yes, check your messages. I also want to mention, if you have a question and you're a little shy and you don't want to post in the group, feel free, over on the left-hand side of the group, under the title, there is a search bar, and you can search this group. It says search this group, and you can type in your question or type in the keyword of your question, and all the posts about that topic will come up, so you can find posts related to that topic. And sure enough, I bet you'll find your answer, because this group is almost 2.5 years old and lots of questions have been asked. Now, if it is a health related question, it may not be in there, only because there are certain things that we are allowed and not allowed to say. So in order to be compliant and answer your questions about things compliantly with the oils, we have to be very careful on how we do that. And a lot of times some questions just get pulled down and deleted, guys, because if they're like very health specific, like we're not going to be answering those questions. We're just here to help you get started with the kit, help you familiarize yourself with essential oils. Product questions, there's so many Young Living questions, so you can ask questions about, you know, hey, how do you like to use peace and calming, or you know, where do you like putting stress away, applying it, or those types of things. So feel free to ask your question. If you don't know if it's compliant or not, that's okay. But if it gets deleted, I apologize ahead of time. But everybody in the group's been really great about helping answer questions, and that is really awesome that we get to hear from everybody using these oils. There's almost, 4,000 people in the group, which is fantastic. So there's so many people that you can get help from. Anyway, so I'm just going to go over a few of the questions the questions that are asked. And because a lot of them are health related, I do want to state, just for the record, for myself and for any of the admins in the group, and for all of the Young Living members and anyone who's just being active in here, we are not doctors. We are not making any medical claims. We're just sharing how we use the oils personally and telling our story. And we are all huge advocates for our own health and wellness, and we want you to do the same. So we want you to be diligent in finding out answers. And asking questions is great. Unfortunately, like I said, we're not going to answer them all of the time, but doing your own research is where it starts. So I'm going to give you some resources. If anyone is able to type these out, perfect, in the comments. Otherwise, I'll go back and do it after the live video is over. But some of my favorite resources for just learning about oils and how I can use them in my home are oil-testimonials.com. So you go there and you can look through tons of testimonials about oils. Another great resource is the Young Living blog. There are lots of topics covered on that blog. Young Living also has a YouTube channel with tons of videos. So thank you, Andrea. Thank you. So you can go to YouTube and type in Young Living and make sure you go to the official Young Living site. It's actually -Lisa, not slash. And you can go to the Young Living site and the Young Living official YouTube channel and search through all their videos. They have tons of videos, recipes, all kinds of stuff. So it's a really great resource. If you try out a recipe or something, share it in the group. Like tell us what you're doing with your oils. Another great resource is ylsearch.com. And another one is pubmed.gov. Those are all resources that I love. I also have an essential oil desk reference that I refer to often. Yes, I love the Young Living blog. Life Science Publishing is also a wonderful website. Has tons of different essential oil related books. So lots of resources on Life Science Publishing. Oh my gosh, I think that might be lsp.com. Sorry, I will look up the URL for you there. But, okay, another category of questions that comes up a lot is for regular, I'm sorry, I got distracted by an email that came in. Another category of questions that comes up is for pregnancy. So if you're pregnant and you're using oils and you want to know how to use them or what not to use or how somebody else used it, discoverlsp.com. Thank you, Andrea. Okay, so with pregnancy, I recommend the Gentle Babies book. It's by Deborah Rayburn. She's a Royal Crown Diamond with Young Living, and the book is awesome. It has all different stages of pregnancy, and using oils with young kids, using them during labor. So you're definitely going to want to reference that book. It's wonderful. Let's see. I know the Young Living blog has a few posts about pregnancy too, so that is also a great resource, like I said. Another question that comes up frequently is the Vitality line and the different labeling that Young Living has. Oh, and I thought I grabbed a Vitality bottle. Silly me. Hang on one second. I think I have one right here. I sure do. Okay, so there is a difference in the labeling of your oils. And if you have a premium starter kit, you know you've gotten a few of the Vitality oils, and then you have our regularly labeled oils. The Vitality oils are labeled for internal use, and the regular labels are typically labeled for diffusing or topical use. okay? These oils, well, these two oils are not the same. This is lavender and digest, but these two oils are the same. The labeling is the only thing that's different on the Vitality and the regular. So you'll notice too that the Vitality oils are only 5 milliliter and the regular oils are 15 milliliter. The 5 milliliter has about 85 drops in it. The 15 milliliter has about 250 drops in it. So if you got a bottle of lavender and you got a bigger bottle of lavender, same oil, different label. The FDA just requires us to label the bottles differently for different uses. So you can't have one oil say, oh, you can take this internally, you can put this on topically, and you can diffuse this aromatically. That's why Young Living came out with the Vitality line, so that we could specifically say, yes, you can take this oil internally, which is awesome. You got to do it. That is where your reference guides are going to come in handy. You can learn all about different ways that you can use the oils. Different oils, you're welcome, Sherry. Different oils have different several different uses. Lavender, for example, is also known as the Swiss Army knife of oils and has tons and tons of uses. So make sure that you aren't just using lavender for one thing and then discrediting all of its other uses, because there are a ton, and you always want to have this one in your arsenal. This is a great one. And so is digest. But anyway, okay, so that's the labeling. So that question comes up a lot in the group. So I hope that that was clear for you. Other questions that tend to pop up frequently in the group are related to building a Young Living business. And a lot of times those questions in this specific group are going to get taken down, because this group is for educational purposes only, to teach people how to use and love their oils. If you are interested in building a Young Living business, make sure you talk to your upline or the person who enrolled you in Young Living as a member, and you ask them, how can I get started doing a Young Living business? I build the business, obviously, but I have separate groups that I ask questions about the business in. So make sure that you get with your upline or get with the person who enrolled you, and they can help you out in getting started building a Young Living business, which I highly recommend. Another question that is frequently asked is the difference in the diffusers, in the wild diffusers. And I got this handy comparison chart from, I snagged it while I was at the conference this year. This is a great chart. It goes over all of the diffusers, so you can see when you go to buy a starter kit, there are lots of options. So you're definitely going to want to do your research. I have posted this several times in the group. I took a picture of it and posted it. So if that's one of your questions, go to the search in the group. Remember, it's on the left-hand side. Search this group and search diffuser and just see what comes up. See if this pops up for you. I'll also put it in the comments in the group. And if somebody has access to that right now and wants to throw it in the comments, awesome. So that is another great one. Oh, two of the other reference materials that I use a lot for research. Obviously, you guys know, if you follow my blog, that I love making my own products. Lots of DIY stuff. I like using the Think Dirty app and the ewg.org database. So those two resources are going to help you go through the different products in your home and see what the ingredients are and see how they're rated, and whether or not you can decide for yourself whether or not you want to keep using them. Then you can say, hey, I can look up a recipe for this and it'll be super easy to make. Or you can say, oh my gosh, Young Living has that product, which you know, 9 times out of 10, Young Living is going to have a replacement product for something that you're already buying with much better ingredients. And keep in mind, and I always like to remind people this, is not only are the Young Living products going to be non-toxic, but they also have the added benefit of the essential oils. The essential oils, you know, are so healthy for us to get in our system. And if you have all kinds of products in your home that have essential Young Living essential oils in them, that is benefiting your body, you know. You want to keep that in mind. So it's not only great because they're non-toxic, but they're also giving you that added benefit of having essential oils, breathing them in, having them topically on your body, and taking them internally. If you're using the supplements are not the intensity, the effects of the supplements are greater because of the essential oils, the absorption, all of that. So you want to, that's why the supplements are so great, because they have the added benefits of the oils. Okay, one more frequently asked question is carrier oils. People always ask, what carrier oils should I use? What or how do I dilute the oils? So real quick, I do recommend the Young Living V6 carrier oil. You can go to your virtual office and look it up. There is a pump bottle. I meant to grab it, but I didn't. And then there's also a refill for the pump bottle. So you don't have to re-buy the pump bottle every time. You can buy the refill. Love, love, love that. Love having the pump bottle because you just, you know, pump it in your hand and then drop your oils in it and rub them on and do whatever you need to with them. That pump bottle is awesome. You know, you're going to want to check if, you know, you have an allergy to a certain kind of nut oil like coconut or almond or something, because it does have several different oils in it. So always check, you know, your ingredients. And that is a great one. But you can, other places on Amazon or at your health food store, buy fractionated coconut oil, almond oil, grapeseed oil. I mean, there are tons of carrier oils and people like to use them for different things. So if you post in the group like, hey, I'm making face serum, what's the best carrier oil? I'm going to say jojoba because I like that one on my skin, but you might like a different one on your skin. So it's always good to ask, you know, and get like a group consensus for what people would use. That's what, you know, this group is great for. But my light keeps going out because it's my computer. Anyway, yeah, so there's tons of carrier oils, lots of options. Feel free to ask that question. It is a great one. Like I said, I personally like the V6. Now, as far as dilution goes, my rule of thumb for, and I've seen this in a lot of reference guides and whatnot, so I'm not just making it up. I honestly, now that my family is used to all of the oils in their, you know, using them on their body and having them in the diffuser, I'm not too scientific about how many drops of carrier oil versus essential oil. And I know I've tested a lot of the oils on my kids. I like to, if I think something is going to be irritating, I like to put a little bit in the crook of their arm and just see if they have any redness or irritation. And if nothing happens, great. Then I'm not too worried about the dilution as much. Now, diluting is great because it actually helps disperse the oils on larger area of skin, and it also slows down the absorption a little bit, so it will last, the effects of the oil will last longer. And a little bit goes a long way, guys. You do not need to drop, you know, 5 drops of lavender on yourself for anything. 1 drop is super strong. So if you're using it topically, you need to go to sleep or, you know, relax, just put 1 drop in your hand and just inhale it over your face like that, and you will have all the benefits of the oils. You do not need to use a lot. So these little bottles, they last a long time. So for dilution though, if you're just starting out and you want to make sure that, you know, you're trying this out on your kids for your first time, for infants, my rule of thumb is 1 to 2 drops of essential oil per 1 tablespoon of carrier oil. So 1 to 2 drops of essential oil per 1 tablespoon of carrier oil. 1 tablespoon is equal to 15 milliliters. So if you recycle your bottles like I do, you keep this and you fill it all the way with a carrier oil, and then you drop 1 to 2 drops of Peace and Calming, say, in there, and you put a roller top on top. That'd be a great one. That'd be a great dilution for your infant. Rub it on the bottom of their feet. That would definitely be an excellent bedtime solution. For children, and you know, I deem this, you know, over age 1 and older. I would say the rule of thumb would be 2 to 3 drops of essential oil per 1 teaspoon. So that's 2 to 3 drops of essential oil per 1 teaspoon. And 1 teaspoon is equal to 5 milliliters. So again, if you're recycling your little bottles, you fill this all the way up with a carrier oil, and you drop 2 to 3 drops in here, and you put a roller top on it. You can use that and roll it on your kids, okay? One other thing to keep in mind is oils in the Kids Sense line are already pre-diluted. So if you're buying, or you got all those Kids Sense oils last month free in the promo, which hopefully you did because that was an awesome promo, those are already diluted, so you do not need to put a carrier oil in those. Yeah, so, and at first when I started using oils, I totally get it. I was really nervous and would be like, okay, make sure only 2 drops come out, you know, and now you should see how freely I throw oils around. It's a little crazy, but you know, now I know how we react to them and we love them. So when you're first starting out, it is wise to go ahead and dilute them. Dilute them. Why do I keep saying delete? Do not delete your oils. No one wants that. Okay. The other frequently, I don't know, is anyone on right now that wants to ask a quick question while we're doing FAQs here? I know that I kind of talked a little bit about group admin stuff along with our FAQs here, so we mixed up the topic a little bit. But just remember, keep in mind, if you do have a question. Oh, Sherry, you haven't signed up yet. Well, that is fantastic. Make sure you check your messages and you work with the person who let you in the group, because we would love to help you, okay? And the oils are fantastic. Like we can't live without them. Like I could sit here all day and just talk about how much I love my oils, which is why I chose to do this as a business, because it's super fun for me to talk about my different testimonies and just different ways that we use the oils. Okay, Andrea is asking, why should a new member go for the premium starter kit versus getting single oils? Okay, so the premium starter kit is a diffuser plus 11 different oils. And the cost of the diffuser and the 11 different oils by themselves are over $300 if bought separately. But if you buy a premium starter kit, depending on which diffuser you get, you're basically saving 50%. So like the Dewdrop diffuser and the oils premium starter kit, for example, is $160. And retail, that's over $300 if you bought them separately at retail and you were not a member. Also, by buying a premium starter kit, you become a Young Living member and you save 24% from the time you purchase on out. So it is a huge savings. Like, you totally want to get wholesale pricing. It's like why I'm a Costco member. I want to shop there because I can buy things in bulk. So it's the same thing as a wholesale membership at Costco. Only you get this discount every time. Costco doesn't offer a discount when you shop there, which would be cool. However, that is a huge benefit. Also, for example, when you sign up with a sponsor who is working with, you know, their team and offers a welcome kit and resources like I do and like the admins of this group do, you're going to have lots of support when getting started. So all the oils in the kit are are called your everyday oils. They have multiple uses. You will use them every day. I barely go through a day where I don't use at least 50% of the oils in that kit. Like, I'm not even kidding. So Premium Starter Kit is a huge savings, huge value, tons of education from your team, just lots of support moving forward when you do become a Young Living member. Perfect. This group has tons of resources, yes, but there are more groups that you also get let into when you become a member. So you get a little bit more customized and a little bit more attention that way with getting started. Let's see, what else? Oh, Sherry is asking if olive oil can be used as a carrier oil. Yes, olive oil is a carrier oil, and that is the one that's in my kitchen. I use that most frequently if I'm in my kitchen. Well, I have a lot of coconut oil around the house, but the olive oil, you know, it's already in liquid form, so I use that all the time as a carrier oil. A carrier oil is essentially a fatty vegetable oil. So any vegetable oil that is, you know, fatty, like essential oil or like a carrier oil, is gonna work for that. Sorry, I got distracted. Valerie asked a question about the difference between the oils and the Vitality line. I answered that question in the beginning of the live video here, so make sure you go back and watch from the beginning because I answered that. Okay, so oh, it looks like people are answering in the comments too, which is fantastic. Okay, let's see if there are any other. Val is saying, you know, she's new, she just signed up, she has so much to learn. Take your time. You don't have to just like download everything there is to know about essential oils before you start using them. That, I feel like, is people's biggest hang up. They're always like, oh, I don't have time to learn how to use essential oils. Honestly, don't learn about them. Just trust me. You're going to want to get the kit, and you're going to want to, you know, stumble through your day and say, oh, I need a little extra pick-me-up today. What oil can I use for that? Or, oh, I need some sleep support. What oil can I use for that? And then you ask questions in the group or search in the group or use one of your reference guides. Like, don't worry about learning at all. It's going to take time. I've been doing this for a long time. I don't know it all, but I know that every day I learn something new, and I find tons of uses for the oils. So don't be, you know, don't be overwhelmed, and don't be afraid to try it. Don't be afraid to just like say, I don't know what this oil's for. I'm gonna look it up today. Do one, you know, pick one oil and work on learning a few things about it every day for a week. You know, that's one more great oil that you're gonna have in your system that you didn't have yesterday. So take your time and go slow. Let's see if there's any other questions. What is in Thieves essential oil? Thieves is rosemary, eucalyptus, clove, and cinnamon. Am I forgetting anything, guys? Help me out. Thieves is a big one. Thieves is a great oil. It's in the Premium Starter Kit. We love that oil. It's used in a lot of the personal care products that Young Living makes, and it's also in a lot of the cleaning products, the Thieves Household Cleaner. I did have a question the other day. Lemon, thank you. I did have a question the other day about whether or not, or what would be better, to use Thieves Essential Oil or the Thieves Household Cleaner. And while you can make your own cleaner with the Thieves Essential Oil, it's more cost effective to buy the household cleaner because you only need 1 cap of that household cleaner to make a whole spray bottle of multi-purpose spray. When you would be dropping a lot of oils into a full bottle, and you would probably be paying more per drop versus buying the cleaner. So the cleaner is an excellent value. Okay guys, well, if there's any more questions, keep on asking them. We will stay active in this feed. Also, feel free to post your questions in the group as usual. Remember to check your messages so we can make a good introduction and say hello to you. And if you need any help, feel free to message me, and I would be more than happy to help you guys out. You guys have a great day. Don't forget to put your oils on, get your diffuser going, and have a great afternoon. See you later. Bye.